Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today I'm so excited to try out a product from a brand that is new to me that I got in my February 2022 Boxycharm Premium Box. And this brand is called Moonlit. And it seems really cute, really nice packaging. I was intrigued by the products that they had available on the website. What I have here is the Primed for the Night Eyeshadow Primer. It retails for $18. And if you have not seen my unboxing video yet of my Boxycharm box, that is up here on my YouTube channel. But seriously, look at the beautiful packaging on this eyeshadow primer. Definitely my cutest eyeshadow primer packaging that I have in my collection. So hopefully I'll like the product as well. Let's check out the applicator. This really reminds me of a mascara tube. Oh, interesting applicator. This is like what I would see on a lip product. It's a rounded paddle applicator. So I am going to be testing this primer out with the Tartist Pro eyeshadow palette, which I always use to review eyeshadow primers because these eyeshadows can look completely different when used with a good primer. So I love to test them out that way. But before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and just apply this primer onto one of my eyes. And this is supposed to be tinted, I think. Yeah, it says it has a sheer natural tint and a silky lightweight formula. And so I'm just going to blend it all over the lid with my finger. I mean, if there's any tint to it, it is extremely sheer. It's not adding enough coverage or anything like that for me to think that this makes a difference if I wear it alone. It's pretty much completely transparent. It does have like a balm texture, but creamy, easy to apply. So, I mean, looking at my eyelids right now, with it versus without it, I don't see any visible difference. But hopefully when I apply eyeshadow, there will be a difference. So I'm just reaching into this Tarte palette and I'm going to pick up whichever shade. I'm going to pick up, let's do this one because it'll probably show up. And first I'm going to apply it to the eye without the primer. Oh, look at this. This shade is actually showing up pretty well. I mean, this is not an eyeshadow review, but compared to some of the shades that I've tried in this palette, this one's showing up pretty dark. I mean, as I'm blending it, it's like it's disappearing. It's like my eyelid is like eating the eyeshadow. Where did all that pigment go that it just had when I applied it? Look at how as I'm trying to blend it over the rest of my lid, it's like somehow shearing out and literally dissolving before my eyes. Why? My eyelids are not like the type of eyelids that really struggle for eyeshadows to stick to. I've tried out so many eyeshadows, hundreds, maybe thousands, and something about this palette, it just does not stick. It doesn't have good pigment. So, okay. I mean, not the best eyeshadow look, but we're just really testing out the shades. I need to stop playing around with this because it's like the more I touch it, the more it goes away. But okay. Gonna pick up that same shade, pick up the same amount, which is a decent amount. And let's see what happens if I apply it onto the primer. So it's sticking on with a lot of pigment at first, but that's what happened on the eye without the primer. At least on the eye with the primer here, it does seem to be, like I'm trying to blend it from where it's stuck down, and it's not really moving. I actually feel like I need to pick up more eyeshadow because it's not moving and blending away from where I set it down. Yeah, oh wow. It was seriously like this primer seriously feels like a glue for the eyeshadow. But it's like where I stick it down, I can't blend it. So instead I just keep picking up more and more eyeshadow to try and fill in the empty areas. So it's a completely different experience on the eye with the primer versus without it. Like without the primer, I am able to blend the eyeshadow, but you can see it completely loses its pigment. On this eye, the pigment sticks, but you can't blend it. It's like stuck on for good. Which I think I would rather have it stuck on, because then I'll use a lot of eyeshadow. Like it's gonna make me use so much more product, but I can build it up to that full color. Like look at how dark I'm able to get it. And if you just keep applying the eyeshadow onto everywhere individually, sectioned out, if that makes sense. Like I'm literally just pressing the eyeshadow all over. It seems like it's really stuck on. Like that's kind of what I want for my eyeshadow primers. I guess that's the point, is to make your eyeshadow stay. And this is actually making a difference. I tried out another eyeshadow primer recently that made zero difference. And this here, I mean, look at that. With it versus without it, that is no lie. Like you cannot deny how well this eyeshadow primer works and really grips on to the makeup. Wow. So I have to say this eyeshadow primer is a success. This is the type of eyeshadow primer that will prove that eyeshadow primers make a difference and are worth it, which is something that I truly believe. So after having so much success with my first product I've tried out from the brand Moonlit, I of course want to try out more from this brand. So if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments down below. Let's do a quick check for creasing, which is something that this claimed to not do. I'm like, oh my gosh. There is already so much creasing happening on the eye without the primer. With the primer, I am not seeing any creasing. So it lives up to that claim as well. I am actually blown away by this eyeshadow primer. It is so cute, the packaging, but such an amazing formula. So wow. Well, thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video.